Toastmasters and honored guests. Napoleon Hill once said, "Anything the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." I have a question for you this morning. What would you dream if you knew you could not fail? What would you dream if you knew you could not fail? Neil?
I'll run a big corporation and then start a foundation.
Suzanne?
Bring everyone together despite all their religious, cultural, and political differences.
Derek?
I would stem the greed on Wall Street.
All of us have dreams in life. And as we refine those dreams, they become goals, what Marta talked about so well. What I want to talk about today is turning those dreams into a reality. Because most people never do. I'm going to talk about how the Toastmasters educational program can actually help you build the skills that you need to reach your goals and your dreams in life. And I'm going to talk about 4 different levels of Toastmasters. If I can turn this on. What do I start with? Where's the B? That's it. Slight detail. 4 levels of Toastmasters. Beginning with the power of a dream. I'm sorry, Marta, I'm going to be over next to you. Knowing what your dream is and being astute enough to focus on it and create it. Discovering the power of you, which I break into 2 different areas. Discovering your potential and releasing your potential. Notice I don't say creating your potential, because it's all right within inside all of you. What I'm talking about is just bringing it out. All the talents, all the abilities that are inside, bringing them to the surface to help you realize your dreams in life. What is potential? Potential is the difference between your reality and your possibilities. I define potential as that which is capable of being, but not yet in existence. A latent or inherent ability, a capacity for growth or coming into being. The question I ask is, will you make that potential? Will you make something of that potential? Is it more than just a latent ability, a capacity? Or will, during your lifetime, will you realize those hopes and those dreams? The best example I've ever heard to describe the Toastmasters educational program was given by Bobby Lee, who many people remember passed away, but was a member of this club for a very short time, and he was such an extraordinary speaker, he ended up competing at the International Speech Contest among the 8 best speakers in the world. And he used to go around the district and he would talk about this analogy because he loved horses. And he would say, you know, most professional development programs are kind of like a stable horse. You know, and he'd do this little dance. Do you remember that? Remember that? He'd do this little dance. It's just like a little stable horse. It looks good. It prances around in the front yard. But Toastmasters International is a thoroughbred. And he marches around. It's a thoroughbred. To illustrate that it's a fast track. And what I want to share right now are what I believe are 4 distinct phases that help you move through that fast track to achieve your goals and realize your dreams. Those 4 phases are self-discovery, confidence, and mastery. Self-discovery is phase number 1 for Suzanne and for Kelly. That is standing up in front of the audience, giving the icebreaker, and discovering what you do well and what you don't do well. Self-discovery is finding your voice. Not just uttering the words, finding your voice. I'm talking about finding the resonant, authentic, genuine voice that is distinctly you and that will distinctly make an impact on your audience. Phase number 2 is confidence. Believe it or not, in Toastmasters, you will get better and better and better. It may not happen overnight. It may not even happen in months, but getting up in front of this group and speaking over and over again will make you better. Those 2 phases, self-discovery and confidence, will lead to phase number 3, which is confidence. And ladies and gentlemen, you cannot put a value on confidence. Confidence is feeling good. It's being relaxed. Confidence helps every part of your life. Confidence is Lucille at the speech contest. Confidence is when you know that you know that you know. It can take months, it can take years. But when you've got confidence, your social life goes better, you make more sales, you get promoted to positions of influence, and people are just attracted to those that are confident. But confidence is different than competence, because I can say you're a competent speaker if you do your gestures right and your eye contact and all the mechanical elements look good. But confidence, you know it when you see it. But how do you create it? Wouldn't it be great if I could just say, Heidi, here's a jar of confidence.
Thank you, Michael.
Here
Couldn't
you
have
go.
got it from a better
Don't
person.
worry about
Thank
Toastmasters
you.
anymore. You got it now. But it doesn't work like that, folks. You have to work at it. You have to stay with it. Now, once you get those 3 phases together, self-discovery, finding out what you do well and where you need improvement, competence, which is proficiency in what you do, confidence, which is number 3, you come to the final one, which is mastery. Mastery is the consummate performance. Mastery is doing everything right. And I can tell you, after 26 years, I still haven't gotten there. But you know what? I've tasted it. Just getting in the neighborhood of mastery is exciting. Now, mastery to me is bringing out your full potential, doing everything possible that you can to maximize your talents, your gifts, your abilities. Getting it all out there. I like to think of it like Michelangelo, who gave the analogy. A reporter once asked Michelangelo, how did you create this beautiful sculpture, David? And Michelangelo said this, I just look at a block of stone and I chip away everything that isn't David. I just chip it all away. And it reveals the beautiful interior. And you know, that's what it's like to master communication and leadership. It is the authentic you. You have pushed away all the fragments, all the rock that doesn't look good, to create the genuine, authentic you. I also like to think about mastery as kind of like the balance point in life. Because you know something, when you're speaking in front of an audience, you are trying to hit an astute balance. Here it is. You don't want to be too loud, you don't want to be too soft. You want to be too funny, you don't want to be too serious. You want to be too complex, you don't want to be too simple. You want to be at the balance point. And it looks effortless from the outside, but it's kind of like a beautiful swan swimming down the water. You know, you see that beautiful swan. On the outside, it looks all beautiful and graceful, but underneath, those webbed feet are kicking away. And that's what it's like with mastery. It looks so wonderful on the outside. People think, oh, well, you're a natural speaker or you're a natural leader. No. It took a long time to get there. It took a long time to master it all. There you have the 4 phases that I believe all of our members grow through, to become better speakers and to become better leaders. But my question is, where are you? Where are you? Are you moving through those 4 phases? Toastmasters is an opportunity. Do you see the opportunity, or do you seize the opportunity? I encourage you to make the best of this program. And always remember, your dreams are your possibilities. Madam Toastmasters.